It's been a hot minute since I've made a video, honestly. Probably 6 to 7 months, give or take. I wasn't really planning, I guess, how big of a impact or like how much time being in college or being back on campus was going to take with regards to having time to make videos while also being like a full-time college student. Now that I'm gearing up to be in my last semester, I am in my last semester right now actually, and I graduate in like 3 or 4 weeks, which is crazy. I'm like not ready to graduate. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just kind of wanted to make this video, just to say hi, check in, and I was gonna make it like a little crochet with me video, so it's a really big hobby of mine now. I started crocheting back in May, because when I moved back up to campus, I had a lot of free time on my hands in the very beginning because I was just doing the internship, and so I needed something to do other than just sit and contemplate my life. So I started crocheting, and at first it was horrible. I was like, how am I going to continue doing this? I suck. But now that I've started, I have made a lot of progress, and I'm really proud of how far I've come in the past like 6 months. So I just kind of wanted to quickly show you guys some of the pieces I've made. Before I do that, I do want to give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Analisa. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Analisa, they are a sustainable jewelry company that focuses on making long-lasting, sustainable, and eco-friendly jewelry at an affordable price. Most of their jewelry starts at just $35, so that's really nice. I know that like with regards to me, like when I'm trying to shop for like sustainable things and like as ethical as possible, sometimes they can be very expensive, and Analisa is great at being able to have a long array of like products available for everyone. So I did want to share a couple of pieces I got from them and a couple of pieces that I've had forever. A couple pieces that I just got these silver earrings, the ones I've had forever. I forget the name, but I'll definitely link them in the description box. I wear these Huggies all the time. They've lasted me for the past 1.5 years. I'm not even kidding. I literally never take them off. The first time I took them off was like a couple days ago, and they needed to be cleaned. I'll just say that. But other than that, they were amazing. These are another pair I got. I think these are called the Frida earrings. They're super pretty. I feel like they would be perfect for like a night out, to go to like the theater or something. I don't know. That's all I picture. And I think they would go great with this pearl necklace I also got from them like 1.5 years ago. This is what it looks like. Super pretty, super dainty. These are another pair of earrings I got from them. They're the Paris hoops, and I feel like they're really good, like cute little statement pieces. They're not too big, but they're not super small either. They also come in a smaller size if you don't want them to be as like bold. I'm also wearing this butterfly pendant, which is also from them, and I really like it because I have a thing for dainty jewelry. I'm not a very bold person, so when I find like pieces that are like subtle, I really like that. Another thing I really love about Analisa is I am absolutely in love with these pouches. All the jewelry pieces come in their own little pouch, and I think it just adds to their sustainability mission, and that like they make, don't get rid of these, but they make perfect like travel carriers. Like it could be jewelry, it could be anything you want. It could be hair ties, it could be clips. I sometimes carry clips in here when I travel, but basically it's so perfect for when you're traveling. You could just put each individual piece of jewelry in there and not worry about them getting like tangled or anything like that. So yeah, Analisa is also having their annual Black Friday sale, which you can take advantage of with the link in my description box. Honestly, I think these pieces can make great gifts for your friends and your family. I know I'm personally going to be getting my mom a piece of jewelry, specifically this necklace, because when I got it, she absolutely fell in love with it, and now I know what I'm gonna get her for Christmas, you know? So yeah, if you really want to check out their sale, I highly encourage it. Again, you can click the link in the description box to check it out. But thank you again, Analisa, for sponsoring this video. And now I will show you guys the pieces that I have made over the past couple months. I've made a ton more. I probably made like almost 50 plushies. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna show you like the highlights, the ones that I only have one of because they took so much time. But the first one I really did was this sunflower. I didn't plan for the sunflower to be this big, but you know, she took 10 hours, but it was 10 hours well spent because she's very cute. And I have yet to make another one. I really want to make one, but I don't want to be crocheting for 10 hours straight, so I'm gonna try and see if I can manipulate the pattern to make a smaller version of her. We'll see, but yeah. Next one I did was Halloween themed, and it's Frankenstein, which I really like him. He's so soft. I used a different yarn for him than I did for the sunflower. The sunflower I used like the Bernat baby blanket yarn, which is fine, but I feel like with the Bernat yarn, it can be like the texture can be different depending on what type of Bernat yarn you're using. But this one I used the Michaels Loops and Threads snuggles yarn, sweet snuggles I think, and it's so soft. But the reason the trick, or like the con of this yarn, is that like it's never in the store, like it's always sold out. But I think it's because people know it's good, so that's why it's never there. But you get lucky if you get the colors that you want there. But anyway, he took another 10 hours because again, he's a lot bigger than I originally anticipated, and he also comes with like a little removable jacket, so it gives me like Build-A-Bear feels. But yeah, I really like how he came out. He's like the perfect snuggle buddy. Then I made a cute little elephant. There's one thing crocheting has taught me, it's that life isn't perfect, and neither are your crochet projects, because I am a perfectionist, and there's been multiple times where I've been crocheting, like when I crocheted this elephant, and I've been so frustrated because, for example, when I sewed the felt ears on top of the ear, or when I sewed like the inner felt piece onto the ears, it's not even. Like if you looked at it in person like close enough, you could tell like they're not even, and that like peeved me for like the longest time. And now that I look at it, I think it just adds to the character of my plushie, but it's taken a lot of time and a lot of mistakes to like come to accept that. But I think it's a good thing. I tried to do Maymay from Turning Red, the Disney movie, and I'd say she came out pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. I have yet to draft up like a written pattern for it, but it's something I really want to do. I'm also working on a pattern for the holidays that should be out soon on my crochet account, which I will put here. But yeah, I'm really excited for that, and I'm really excited like to see how like far I've come over the past 6 or 7 months through crocheting, because I'm slowly beginning to feel more independent in my own creations rather than relying on copying other people's creations, if that makes sense, through like using their patterns and all that stuff. So like I'm finally starting to like experiment with making my own, or just like making or just crocheting things out of like my own imagination. Another thing I made was this cute little dino. He was another one of the first pieces I made when I was exploring like more patterns. The last piece I wanted to show you guys was one that I crocheted. It's a blanket, it's a baby blanket, and it's a lamb. It's so cute. I call this my sick blanket because whenever I get sick, which is very recently, I use this blanket, I sleep with it, and it's so cute. I will say though, the one like for example, I'm sick right now, but the one flaw of this blanket, I guess, is that I learned the hard way that there's more than one version of white, and this is bright white and this is winter white. The feet, you probably can't tell the difference. Maybe if I show it closer, yeah, this is winter white and this is bright white. And like from an objective point of view, like when I wasn't in direct sunlight when I was crocheting, I didn't see a difference. They both looked exactly the same. But when I finished the blanket, I was like, oh my god, it looks so cute. And then I left it on the couch, and then when I had opened the drapes one day, I looked and I was like, wait a second, these aren't the same colors of white, are they? And I literally had like a whole debate with my family. Like, I had everyone come to the couch and like look and make sure that they were not the same color, and lo and behold, they weren't the same. So that's that. I also just launched my Etsy shop a couple weeks ago, which I still have a couple plushies left on there. I will leave it up here, and I'll also put it in the description box if you want to check it out. But it's been something I've been really excited about doing. I eventually, once I graduate in December and I move back home, I really want to start like a booth at the farmer's market and sell like plushies and maybe like cute little items like bookmarks or little pouches or purses. Definitely keychains. Keychains are something I'm really into right now. We're gonna make a crochet whale. I'm gonna crochet a whale. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just kind of winging it right now. I think I remember how to crochet a whale. I want to say it's pretty straightforward. I've only done like 2 sizes before, a keychain size and a like a plushie size, but I kind of want to make it smaller since I don't want this video to take like 4 hours, because normally a plushie takes me around anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. So we're gonna just try and keep it quick, try and keep it simple. If you want to make one with me, I will leave the written pattern below, and I will also leave the materials. But all I'm really using is 2 skeins of yarn, different colored yarn. I have this in purple, and then I also have a white one. And then I'm gonna be using some stitch markers, which are like this, or you can get them like this. I honestly need to buy more because I'm running out over here. I don't know what happens is I start a project, I leave it, I forget about it, and I leave the stitch markers in there because I can't just get rid of them, because if not, then the whole project it disappears because it just falls apart. And so I have so many unfinished projects that they've occupied all my stitch markers, and now I have none left to use for actual projects I plan on finishing. So that's that. But then I'm just using a crochet hook, which is 6.5 millimeters. But just know that like whatever crochet hook you use, it will, if you use a bigger one, it'll make your plushie bigger. If you use a smaller one, it'll make your plushie smaller. Same thing with the size yarn. The size yarn I'm using, I think is a size 7 or a size 6. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, so I can try and explain to you what I'm doing, but you know, it'll be a lot easier for me to just talk. And then if you guys really want a crochet tutorial video, I'd be more than happy to make one. I would just need you guys to let me know, and then we could maybe like vote on what you want me to do, like what you want me to crochet, and we could go from there. You know, I'm pretty open to ideas. But I remember when I started crocheting at first, I was dead set on making this frog bucket hat because I saw it on YouTube, and that's what got me into being like, hey, I actually want to crochet. And I still haven't made it. I sucked at bucket hats. That was the first project I ever tried to do. Absolutely horrible. My stitching was so bad. I had so many holes. But as you can see, we've gotten better. And I haven't revisited that project. I think I might soon, I guess, to try and like redo it and see if I can like how much progress I've made. But so recently I've actually been in a bit of a book slump. It was kind of depressing, honestly, because for the longest time, the whole time I haven't been on YouTube, or the whole time I haven't been on social media, I also haven't been reading. So it's kind of embarrassing, honestly. But I started Sarah J. Maas's second Crescent City book in February, or whenever it came out, and I still haven't finished it. That just goes to show like how unproductive I've been in the reading world. But recently, I feel like I've kind of been revived again, because I read the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series by Stephanie Garber, which is like the second continuation series from Carval, which if you haven't read that book, what are you doing? Because it's like one of the best series I've ever read in my entire existence. It's also one of my favorite series, and she's one of my favorite authors, so I'm gonna be a little biased. But so then I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, I think is her name. And then after I finished that, I got the second one. I just started the second one, but before I read the second one, I read It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Her books are like so easy to read. Like, to me, they're like the perfect pool or beach read because I can literally look at the page and already know what's going on. I don't have to like read into it. I want to go back to the bookstore because I know Bridget Camera just released the second book, to Defy the Night, which I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I really want to read it because I love Bridget Camera. She's another one of my favorite authors in fantasy. That's how it's looking so far. I just did a color change. And I changed it to the belly color, which is going to be some white yarn. I've recently taken up coding, which is something I haven't really talked about lately, and it's actually something I actually kind of enjoy. I really want to try and teach myself. I watched like hundreds of videos in the past 2 weeks about like how to learn computer science or how to learn Python and JavaScript and like all those kinds of computer programs and like courses to take and like all that kinds of stuff. So I really think I can do it. I think being a software engineer would be very, very cool. Like I really want to start like PC gaming and like I've been playing a lot on my Switch lately, and I've just been kind of finding solitude and joy in those things as well, which I think is really cool. Basically, like I've noticed a lot my hobbies in these past 6 months have changed and have shifted since taking a break from social media and since not having that pressure to post about like food and wellness and like those kinds of things. Like I've noticed my hobbies and my passions have like gradually shifted away from those things. So I also feel like that's why I've been kind of hesitant to post, because it's like I don't know what to post exactly. I feel like the longest time my Instagram page has been centered around food and recipes and all those kinds of things, and to do something different from that, would it be like fitting? I don't know. It's kind of scary when your passions change but like the people around you don't. So it's like, do you stay the same or do you just embrace this new version of you and trust that, you know, they'll still stick around, you know? I finally added the little eyes and his little tail and his little fins. And so now I have stuffing, and I'm going to stuff in. I guess another thing that's happened since I haven't talked to you guys in a while is my hair is finally getting longer. I had Sasha braid it for me, so it would just get out of my face. But yeah, I'm still growing out the mullet, guys. Yep. I've actually thought about dyeing my hair. What? I don't know. I haven't gotten to that stage yet, but I feel like I want to keep it dark. I thought I was like, oh, let's go platinum, like let's completely bleach my head, but I don't know. I feel like with my skin tone, bleaching my hair just washes me out. But I kind of wanted to dye my hair black, so we'll see. Hi. Isn't it so cute? It's like not even the size of my palm, but it's a cute little whale. I don't really know how I'm gonna proceed with my channel, like what kind of videos I'm gonna make. If you guys want to see more like vlogs, if you want to see more crochet videos, day in my life, like holding me accountable to like code every day, a graduation video, I don't know, fashion videos, style inspiration, organization, Notion tours, like school stuff. Like, I'm kind of open to anything. If you like this video, sure to give it a thumbs up. Know that I'm sending you guys lots of love and good vibes. That hasn't changed. Don't forget, if you're interested in shopping the Analisa Black Friday sale as well as their end of the year sale, be sure to check them out in the link in the description box. Thank you again, Analisa, for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!